Hello internet friends, my name is Bay, and welcome back to a game we haven't seen in a little while on the channel. Today, well actually yesterday, the new patch for Final Fantasy XIV just dropped, patch 6.3. Gods Revel lands Tremble, or Gods Tremble lands Revel, level rands Gods Squemble. See, it's still the same stream basically. So we're playing Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker Patch 6.3. Got to get through the MSQ up to the dungeon today, and then tomorrow we'll do the MSQ in its completion with the new trial, and then Friday we will do the new Alliance raid. But first, before we get started, I need to check some things. I want to do this as the new updated Paladin. So before we get underway completely, let me pull up this Paladin. What's changed? One thing I will need to change as well is this and this, because those changed. Do I even really want to have my shield bash stun on my bar? Maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah, is there two buttons now for Iron Will and turning off tank stance? No, it just changes to release Iron Will. The 2-second cooldown on tank stance. Okay, very good. Bulwark, this is new for Paladin. So let me figure out where the hell I can put that. I just gotta go over my emote button, I suppose. Because my shirk is always the same, so Bulwark. 90-second cooldown where you block incoming attacks. I think I'll probably put that actually over here. Swap that with cover, because cover is not used anywhere near as often. Sheltron into Holy Sheltron. Expiation, yep, we're all good. Blade of Truth all transforms from Confiteor. Atonement, we're still good on that. Yeah, so let's see. Let's do a quick run through of the new changes to the Paladin. Let me go over here. I'm going to be looking at my other monitor real quick, just checking the rotation changes. So we're still doing a little bit of Fast Blade, a little bit of Riot Blade, and a little bit of Royal Authority. So now it's cooldown Royal Authority, Circle OGCD, both OGCDs with a charge into Goring Blade. All right, and then we're doing the Confiteor combo that early now. Wow. Anyone like some swords on their swords? Yep, there's some swords on your swords. Then we have the Atonement follow-up. And then another regular melee combo. That opens us back up to more Atonement. This is build mana. Oh yeah, that might just be about the main change there. Now do I go into the second rotation with Atonement spam? What are we hitting Holy Spirit here? Oh, at the end of Atonements. Yeah, what procs Holy Spirit then? The effect of Divine Might will be prioritized over Requiescat when under the effect of both. It does heal, but Requiescat potency is higher. So does Royal Authority procs that? I see. That's a little bit different. I don't know how to go from filler to burst properly. I didn't put up Goring Blade there, which is the one dot we have now with the Paladin. So after that, then you proc and then you go into getting your mana back. Okay, so you have one. Interesting. That is definitely easier, I guess. You can still prep Royal Authority window. Oh, no, you can't. You cannot prep Royal Authority window. Ugh. What if you hit during that? Does it do anything? It does not. You don't break the combo window. Then a Holy Spirit. I love the new little icon right there that shows the damage type. That's new. So do you just... I guess you would Goring Blade out of... Because is it only a Goring Blade during fight or flight? It must be. It desyncs somewhat. But fight or flight's a minute. Goring Blade is going to be a little bit faster than a minute due to skill speed. So you would only ever put that together with it. It's somewhere in there. It feels a little bit Gunbreaker-ish without really being Gunbreaker. Okay. Yeah, if I'm synced up, Goring Blade will come up right after Fight or Flight. And that's definitely going to be... So this Circle of Scorn is no buff. One Holy Spirit is good. Back into Atonements. There we go. I'm just popping other things off the OGC just to... So you have 10 seconds. One Holy Spirit here. So I would not hit that. Do you just... I think you just sacrifice some Atonements because you don't need them. Because I'm off by one GCD now. Goring Blade into Reckless Guide into one Holy Spirit, I guess. And then into Confiteor. Another charge. And then only one Atonement gets the buff window. All right. That is way less complicated than it used to be. It does combine the physical and magic rotation. Because you open physical, have a magic proc, then go into magic, and then end with physical back into another rotation that procs Holy Spirit. Yeah, so again, I'm still off by one global. Probably I don't have enough skill speed. Probably what it is. I think as long as you get everything off in the window, that's obviously the big deal, right? Swords on swords on swords! Paladin do be having swords. And one more big sword! Yeah! Okay. Okay. Neat. Yeah, so your physical rotation unlocks a spell proc. And then during your DPS window, you activate your spell rotation. And then use your spell... You 5 hits? It looks like it's 5 spell hits. Because Confiteor, Blade of Faith, Blade of Truth, Blade of Valor... You don't put... I guess you don't need to put the Holy Spirit in there. It's not... I mean, it is 650. They don't have it in the rotation. That seems somewhat still that they're figuring stuff out. Hey, in the regular burst window, fast, riot, fight, or flight. Is that a hard cast? Oh no, because you'd have that procced from the previous rotation. Fast, riot, fight, or flight. Holy Spirit. It could be hard cast into circle into Royal Authority. Double OGCD Goring Blade. Requiscat. Intervene, then configure combo out into a Holy Spirit. No, yeah, that Holy Spirit's a hard cast? That's if you're already going. That's interesting. Filler, 3 atonements. Melee combo, 3 atonements, Holy Spirit. 3 melee combo. Yeah, drop this atonement and repeat burst. Okay. Yeah, cool. Because, yeah, we're going to do the MSQ as Paladin. Because it's all clean and shiny and all newish. Does the configure combo does AoE. So in AoE, you would just fight or flight into Requiscat. And then you would do your configure combo, and then you could fill with Total Eclipse and Prominence. But this also, so Prominence grants Divine Might, which procs Holy Circle. Oh, interesting. So if you just do the simple, yep. Oh, cool. So their AoE combo now is a 1-2-3. Or it's a 1-2-3, or you just do this. You just throw swords at things for AoE. Because these AoE around your target. And then you could still get a regular AoE combo. Okay. That's neat. I mean, it definitely just gets you in and out of the really cool looking spells, which is the whole point. What's up, Nico? This WoW looks awfully like Final Fantasy. That's correct. That's because it's World of Warcraft Dragonflight. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker actually was copying World of Warcraft Shadowlands, so yeah. Yep. Neat. It still has intervention, which is your friendly support, and it still covers the same. Yep. Yeah, it's just flat damage reduction now too on Holy Sheltron. Yep, just damage reduction. So if you want to use that with defensive, you bulwark at the same time. That's a new cooldown. You gain a block cooldown. It's pre-60 as well. That's cool. And then Divine Veil now just fires off. Oh! That's so nice. Yeah, Divine Veil just fires off. That's excellent. Still have Passage of Arms. Of course. That's the stand behind Brom. Yep, still have Shield Lob. Still 100 potency. Yep. Still have Super Paladin Bubble. Hollow Ground. 420 seconds? Is that still like forever? I can't do math right now. It's what, 6 minutes? 7 minutes. 7-minute cooldown. Neat. That's fun. Let's check my retainers real quick, and then we will start the MSQ, I suppose. Nico, how are you doing today, sir? I'm just getting reacquainted with the Paladin changes, because we'll be playing the MSQ as Paladin, at least up through the dungeon. I'm going to tank the dungeon. We'll do a Trust dungeon, because there is a special guest in the Trust dungeon this time. And then tomorrow for the trial, I will heal on either Astro or I'll probably just do White Mage because I want to see the cooldown reduction on a size, which is probably not even really noticeable, but it'll be a thing. Also, I don't know, on the outro of the stream today, should we open these 77 Materiel Container 4.0s that I have? I have 77 loot boxes. I have 77 Final Fantasy loot boxes. Should we open these? We could open these. Could be a thing. Could definitely be a thing. Yeah, so I'll leave that rotation up because I'm probably going to mess it up and I want to just double back on it. I bumped my camera 1 moment. There we go. Okay. Let us, first off, turn up the in-game music a little bit because it's on background music right now. Let's get that a little bit more prominent. And then, where's the MSQ starting? We can hide this for now. This is Hildebrand, still working on that. Let's head over to Radzarhan to meet a Megaduta, like we did previously. You're eating some beef jerky? What flavor? You doing like peppered beef jerky, teriyaki, original, salted? What are we doing? What kind of beef jerky? What flavor? So the pompadour today is like so ridiculously high. Look at this thing. I don't know what's going on. To the Megaduta! Oh yeah, what is the new Dungeon's Eye level? Just double checking. Because the previous one is 575. Okay, my Paladin's only 606. Because I haven't spent any more tokens to upgrade stuff. Yeah, it's only 606. Which should be still fine. The new dungeon's probably what? 595 or 600 maybe? Maybe 600? Yeah. Because I could upgrade my helmet and my pants probably. But I just haven't bought more tank gear. In a little bit. I've been playing a little bit of that World of Warcraft. So, it's teriyaki? Okay. Teriyaki. I always thought that was really salty, but it is beef jerky, so I guess it's the whole point. Alright. We're gonna bumper these, because I'm gonna record them, so that I can cut up the sections and put them on and more digestible bits for those that aren't going to be watching the live stream and don't want spoilers. So let me do this. If it wants to. Hold on. All right, that's a false start. We'll start again. Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ for patch 6.3. This is the very beginning. Once more, onto the void. Varshan's eyes seem to brighten at your arrival. Ah, Bay, as always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You'll recall that in exchange for Ether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. Yes? Ether? Yaether? How do you pronounce that word? Sound off in chat or the comments. How do you pronounce Aether? As Shistola suggested, I began providing said ether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I will set forth for the void once more. Excellent. I shall inform Y'shtola and Estinian and then go collect my other vessel from the alchemists. In the meantime, let I ask you to fetch Zero. She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Hyuj and Kama. Seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we have attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here. So where the hell is she? Oh, she's on the overlook. Got it. The overlook it is. We go over here to the... Right? Let me go... I think so. Because there's a big walkway over here. We do be running. Yeah. It's like the sky bridge. Who's she standing with? I guess not. No, anyone. Okay. Hello, Zero. It's cutscene time.
Everyone is so carefree.
We've gone through a lot.
Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxury is a loss to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger.
The life of a voidsent.
Others are a means to an end. At times, a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed. Or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a voidsent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why.
Because we were rivals in a JRPG. I don't know if she's ever read the script before or ever watched Pokemon or any JRPG. The protagonist and the antagonist are always rivals. Or it's like Deku and Bakugo in My Hero Academia, or almost every anime imaginable.
What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end? But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it. Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
Yes. Ye old protagonist has no voice.
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
That Paladin armor looks so good. We're going to turn voice volume up a little bit more. And we should be good. We're just running all the way back. Yep. This game still does that a bit. But we were talking about this in Discord the other day about, because we've been playing some World of Warcraft on the side, and speaking of which, there are 7 recent World of Warcraft streams that are all about, well, depending on recent when you watch this or if you're watching it live, depends, but I'm just gonna run the World of Warcraft Dragonflight stuff, checking things out, talking about it, doing some dungeons, working on my character, you know, a little bit here and there. We've cleared normal Razageth with just 10 gamers from the community. It's fine. It comes up with the drip feed of loot. And I was talking about that at the end of the 7th day of streaming WoW Dragonflight, at least in that little junket, is that there's a very real mobile game feel still, just due to the lack of agency in your loot choices. You just kind of like maybe get something every week, maybe not. But keep subscribed, because maybe you will, and maybe it'll be good. It's so weird. Even with all the new crafting and stuff, it's still like you need to farm a bunch of materials to level up an item, and then the item that you get isn't even like max eye level, so it's not even an end game piece of gear. It only goes so high. So then you have to farm another set of 10 items to upgrade that item again, and then you're basically at the cap. But then, of course, Mythic Raid still has the highest eye level in the game, which is, you know, that's fair. By 6 eye levels or 5 or 6 eye levels, something like that. It makes you, it feels weird, man. Anyway, back to Final Fantasy. So much ether. I can't remember the last time I felt such fullness. I could get used to this. Ayashtola. I've been at the great work discussing our experiences in the Void with the alchemists, so they have found much of it surprising. They were especially shocked to learn that darkness prevents souls from finding rest. All right.
If you're ready to get back to it, and so am I.
Estinian voices returned.
Everyone is here?
Hello, Varshan.
Good. Let us set forth for the Void once more.
Okay. Okay. What? You
What
coming?
is it?
You coming? What happened? Oh. Yes, hello. I am Dragon.
He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
What?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Azdaja.
If you're not following, that big dragon that just roared is also this very handsome lizard boy, and also the small one too. These two are his simulacrums, so that he can interact with people without being, you know, a dragon.
I thought she was in the Void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
Okay.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the Void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
Okay.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return?
You've kept me amply fed.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
Sure. Absolutely.
If Azdaja was indeed here, other voidsent may have made the journey as well.
Maybe.
Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald.
The twins.
Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there.
Big brother calls little brother.
We're to rendezvous at Tertium.
Yep.
We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
That's actually an interesting question. Because 0 is not the same, I don't know, etheric density?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Okay.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
Title drop. Yeah. Oh, okay. Bum, 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 bum. Still think the voice volume can go up a little more. Let's just, I don't know. Let's just go all the way up. Wait, sorry. Sister, was it really you? We have no reason to doubt of Ritra. Let us depart for Garlemald as soon as possible. So that was a dragon's roar? Quite a trick. Imbuing one's voice with ether. True, it was very wobbly 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 wobbly. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You're on Estinian? All right. Quest number 2. A cold reunion. Estinian is understandably bewildered. By all accounts, Azdaja is Golbez's prisoner. Yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. Sorry.
But that is mere conjecture. If you want the truth, we must go and find it. Come, let us make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting.
Oh, cutscene teleport? Oh, yeah. I guess we are right by the Aetherite, but we didn't actually conduct with the... And Y'shtola changed? She's in her cold outfit? And so is Varshan? Okay. There's also a giant chocobo in the way. I'm sorry, Zero. That's my son. My son, please. Hold on. God. People live in such places, do they? Not that I would presume to know their preferences, but it seems uncomfortable. I trust you know the associates who will be joining us. Hopefully they have been keeping well. Yes, I watched the trailer. I thought to depart to from Razat sooner, but Y'shtola insisted in I bring warmer clothes. Oh, this vessel does not feel cold as such, but she reminded me that as long as I am Varshan, it will be prudent not to appear overly conspicuous. Yeah, if you were just a lad out here walking around in just like light desert-ish clothes, it might look a little weird because we are literally in the snow-covered mountainous region of Garlemald all of a sudden. All right, Estinian, grumble at me.
Any moment now.
Oh, gosh. Suspense.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
There they are.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
So weird. So strange emotional connection to all these characters in this damn game. Probably because I played through the entire story and up through Endwalker in about a year. So it was quite the whirlwind of emotional storytelling. But I also haven't seen the twins in... It's been 8 months? I don't think we've seen the twins since like last April, May. It's been a long time because they weren't in the last two in any meaningful way. It's just like having not seen a friend or a family member in half a year or something like that, right? This is wild. Very, very cool. What are you two up to? Besides freezing your butts off out here.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. With the nation in ruins and the leadership void yet to be filled, there remains a lack of direction, a pervasive sense of aimlessness and worry.
Okay.
Still, everyone wants to make things better. And we're here to help. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
I wonder what the timeline is in the game, because the official timeline for everything in the first saga of Final Fantasy XIV, the Zodiarch Hydaelyn saga, the Light and Dark saga, essentially, all of that MSQ takes place in the span of roughly a year, which is just awful considering if you condense that entire story to the span of a year. It's so much. It's so much. So we're just moving past that timeline, essentially. You're doing a fine job, or it sounds like quite the undertaking. Yeah, hit him with a 1. Wah, 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 wah.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time. But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company besides.
Yeah, we definitely have not met Zero. This is going to be interesting. Are we going to say the entire story of who Zero is? That she's a voidsent from the 13th, which is the realm. It's one of the shards that fell to darkness and the void. And that she was the voidsent reaper that was living inside Xenos for like end of Heaven's Ward all the way to the end of Endwalker. Is it just, you know...
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
Oh, it's gonna do a fade to black, isn't it? Ah! I knew it.
The 13th. After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while. But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
You could have at least invited me too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
Oh, you mean the two potential waifu slash husbando options if this was a dating simulator? It would definitely be Alizé and Graha. We went over this many times before. Hit her with the sorry triple dot, which is at least... But I thought you were busy is a little bit... Not patronizing, but... I don't know, maybe these are both bad. These are both bad options. Shit. Because if I say I thought you were busy, she's going to say, of course we were busy, but nothing would have been more important to us than helping you, blah, 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 blah. I think I could hit with a sorry. Just like, look at, I'm just a 6-ish foot tall bun boy that was off to the far-flung reaches of a different universe and Earth slash time. I don't know, anime reasons.
Oh, it's fine. You can make it up to me on the next one.
Well, okay, sure, fine. High five then? Oh, Jesus.
But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around? I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a voidsent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so?
Hmm.
I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Doing little subtle animations. Oh, okay, okay.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand.
I see you, Creative Business Unit 3 at Square Enix, probably the only division of that company that isn't getting wrapped up in all of the NFT blockchain garbage. I see you making subtle little animation tweens, even though this is just where it's another Final Fantasy XIV, stand around in a circle and exposiate towards each other because it's just cheaper to do that way. So, man, I wish this game was a little more in-depthly animated. It would be just like that much better, but...
As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Azdaja in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Galdemald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have.
You just saw a random dragon? And just like that?
In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
Hmm.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants.
Mm-hmm.
The very same I believe you have mastered. While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
To summon not one, but several powerful voidsent is no small feat. But if Azdaja was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
It's going to be a new zone? I doubt it. Mountains to the east. There's nothing up there on the map.
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Okay.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
That would indeed make an excellent start, though the question of how to get there remains.
Euless may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Okay, let's go see Soup Boy. Let's go see Soup Boy. Let's go, my son. Let's go. Still have a lot of side quests to do in these zones. Slowly working through them. I think I finished. No, I haven't. My zone I was working on last time was Radzathan. That was the last zone I was working on. But there's lots of side quests still to do. Log in every now and then and just pick up a few of them and go clean through them. Try to get them all done. But there's just like, I don't know, what is it? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, something like that. Plus if they have chains. None of them are very difficult. Yeah, it's a little bit snowy, but yeah, they set out here to the east. It's all this. There's nothing there. I could eighth right over, but flying over is also fine. Am I flying at max speed? Sometimes the game glitches out. It doesn't actually, if you hold forward while you're summoning, it doesn't actually go full speed. It's also maybe a bit of like spatial disparity on how fast the game is moving, since this is just Final Fantasy XIV flying is that old school way. So I guess once you, which is one of the best features in like Dragonflight in World of Warcraft, is dragon riding. Pretty fun. It's very fast, very neat. You can't just float in the air though. That's the one thing that's weird about it, is you can't just float. You can't hover. All right, where is Soup Lad? There he is. Hello, Soup Lad. I had tempered my hopes, but thanks to Alphino and Alize, we might yet learn something of Azdaja. My son. My beautiful, beautiful son. Oof. Nothing appears to be out of the ordinary here at camp. Let's see what we find at this village. I expect it's been a while since you spoke to Euless. He'll be glad to see you. Glad? He'll be glad to see you. He'll be glad to see you. The people are struggling to survive as it is. The last thing they need is for Garlemald to be overrun by voidsent. A village of voidsent users. Lest you think I have feelings on this, I don't. What others do is not my concern.
I knew the twins wouldn't disappoint.
Okay. There's a little dinosaur right here. From this player who's in the cutscene, I guess. Or at least was just in the cutscene. Hello, Soup Boy. Oh, not voiced. Not voiced, Euless. Oh, bae. What a welcome surprise. I will voice him with my own voice. I see you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Yep, time to stand around in a circle and talk about plot. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us, we'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies, should you require any. Apologies if we interrupted, Euless, but there is a matter we wish to discuss. Him with a nod. We just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. This is about the Voidsent. It is. For what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, they had a village there in the Lapis Manalis Caverns. That's the name of the new dungeon. Shh, don't say anything. The Scythe wielders forged pacts with Voidsent, took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favor. And when some were unmasked as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Well, speaking of their art, it seems you've picked it up. Who was it that taught you? Interesting that it actually has a branching path if you've unlocked Reaper. I'm not in my Reaper subclass right now. Subclass? Job? But this is going to be a story reflection point if you've unlocked Reaper or not. Well, I was taught by one of the people from... Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. What if you have to be Reaper for dialogue there, maybe? That'd be interesting. I can always replay it as a Reaper in my in-room and see if there's a different dialogue choice there, but... My sister has been taken captive by Voidsent. I sensed her presence in this land and have come in search for her. Or of her. If Voidsent have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mention, but Alphano tells us they are not easily reached. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking or flying. So we can't walk, we can't fly. Then we dig! If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech Snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had has broken down. Should still be over in Cerulean Ingens, where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Perhaps the former engineers in Tapper's Den. Yeah, sure. Their duty included transporting cerulean tanks to Juturna Platform G using Snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. Okay. Yes. That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. Sure. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Voidsent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone. You think I'm going to be able to go anywhere without Alizé glued to my hip for the next couple of hours? Just going to limit break 3 me in the face for not taking her on the last missions. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountain? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in the local geography. Alize, was it? I wish to speak with you. Big sister? In that case, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. Okay. Just a bun boy, a small elf woman, and a being comprised of pure void ether? Has this ever said before this game is pretty anime? Has I ever said that before? I probably never have. I shall go and brief the contingent on the voidsent issue, but they too may be prepared. All right, where'd they go? They walked this far already in just one fade to black? What the heck? Oh. Oh, did they change something about... Oh, I think they changed... You have to be auto flying now? You can't just... That's weird. You have to do auto run to actually move the camera around while flying. That might be an option that was adjusted. If you want to eavesdrop, be my guest. It doesn't matter to me. What, eavesdropping? What the... I thought we were going... Traveling companions? Zero, come on. Damn.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
Yep. Yeah, that's a... Yep.
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
Because we're nice? I don't... Zero. In all her many existences of life and death, all she does is either a contract for ether or she eats her friends to live. So...
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Well, you didn't see the end of the previous, main MSQ, did you?
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after.
Like the sick pink jacket.
Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right. To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Armor looks so good. I can't put the helmet on because I'm a bun. A lot of helmets don't work on bun girls and boys. I have a hunting log? Excuse me, ladies. Sick. I guess I do have, yeah, I do have hunting scripts on me, or bills or marks or whatever. Sorry. What were we doing again? Triple dot. Excellent. We should get back to it, but before we do, are you all right, Zero? Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I am ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. It's not much further to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak with the first one we spot. Okay. Zero's got... Only this is by guilty by association, kind of in a way. I started watching Netflix Wednesday, the Tim Burton Addams Family light show about Wednesday Addams. And I finished 2 episodes so far, mostly because I was curious the fact that it was already renewed for a season 2 in light of Netflix canceling like every show. But it was renewed, so I was like, is it actually pretty good? And you know what? It's pretty good. It's very new age, very hipstery, millennial-y, combined, very referencey. It's got a lot of like, oh, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, social media. It's got all these little like quibbles from the current modern era. But that's mostly to put Wednesday in places where she can deadpan stare almost down the camera lens and deliver her dialogue. I mean, Jenna Ortega is fantastic so far. It's great. And seeing Christina Ricci as one of the teachers at the school, and she's like the OG Wednesday, not the OG Wednesday, but depending on your, because there was obviously one before, the old black and white Addams Family. Well, I guess that was more, because there was the Addams Family stuff that came after the Munsters, and then there was that Addams Family movie series. There was like 2, was there 2 or 3 of them? That is kind of like where everyone thinks about the Addams Family in like the zeitgeist. So this Wednesday show is really not a lot about the Addams Family. It's really about Wednesday. Because the characters are really tertiary to what's happening at basically a Hogwarts school, but for like werewolves and sirens and vampires and ghost people that have telekinetic powers and weird shit and shapeshifters and stuff. It's monster school. Yeah, but it's pretty good. The Wednesday show is about Wednesday? Well, people were, when it was first, I guess, being digested, it's really not an Addams Family show. And there was obviously some consternation about just pulling apart all of this stuff about Wednesday Addams and not making it about the whole family. But again, I'm only 2 episodes in, and I know like other characters show up, but yeah. I'm just saying, it makes me think, because Zero, before, in the previous MSQ, this show didn't exist. But now, after watching the Wednesday Addams show, Zero does have a bit of that type of energy. She has a little bit of it. It's obviously way more in an anime veil, but just that Daria-esque character doesn't understand things, only understands one path, one prime directive, doesn't understand anyone else outside of that, kind of thinks that their way about it is the best way about it. But in Zero's case, it's just all she's known. Which is this whole arc I'm assuming she's going to be going on now, because it's the right thing to do. This is one of the engineers, I think. Spirited Engineer. You don't see the name above his head? His name says Spirited Engineer, Alize. So obviously he would be an engineer.
Wait, I know you. You're one of those who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now, thanks to them. They understood our plight and offered to help. Whether they wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. We're grateful to you too, Alice. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the way the same to bring us provisions.
I don't know why that voice came out. I was stretching, I guess. But don't mention it. We're just glad you can help. That said, we are actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. It's a terrible life just living in this freaking frozen-ass igloo cave, though. Man. Shit. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired. The one abandoned in Cerulean Ingens. I just think of InGen from Jurassic Park. We're going to repair one of the dinosaur copters and go peruse Isla Sorna. Want to come with us? We might. We were told you might be able to help. Or the one to ask? The one to ask. Oh, so you want to ride the mammoth. What? What?
That's what we took to call the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness.
I don't know why it's like kind of Western, but not. I don't know what's going on there. Wonderful. Please come with us back to Camp A Broken Glass, and we'll take it from there. So far, so good. Let's be on our way. Yep. Oh, yeah. Someone's damn whale mount. Good God, man. Stupid ass big whale face fills the whole cave. Whew. Oh, goodness. Wait, why does Nico feel attacked? Why do you feel attacked? What happened? Sorry, I just phoenixed all over you. Thank goodness we were able to find someone to help with repairs. Yeah, first name Spirited, last name Engineer.
Don't you worry, the mammoth is in good hands.
You mortals are so sensitive to the cold, or more sensitive to the cold than I realized. My body is made differently, so I feel nothing. Oh, you don't say, Zero? So I feel nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft.
I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly. At least on my own. The mammoth is big and so are its parts. So strong back should make the work go faster.
You have ours. Strong back Justinian. Ooh woo. Sorry. Oh. You finished learning about the mountain, I take it. Hit him with a nod. Aye, we have a solid grasp of the area, as well as the site of the snowcraft. My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for voidsent and other unruly wildlife.
Much obliged, miss. Then let's all head over to the mammoth and says what needs fixing.
Can I get some nodders in the chat and in the comment section? Nodders? They have matters well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us? Let's go. Side quest. What about you, Zero? I will assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. It's probably something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless. Alphino has been added to the Unending Codex. Hold on, where was that again? This game has like 7,500 menus. It's in collections, Unending Codex. It's probably the biggest thing I miss in when I play WoW is not be able to just right click on menus and make them larger. It's so nice. So wait. So it added entries for them because they're finally back in the story. Holy crap. It's the, like, his entire synopsis. Very awesome. I guess because this is only building a codex entry as they re-enter in the post Endwalker era. Yes. Persons, concepts. Yeah, because this is all in order. Because Tataru started us out on all this. She was the first person we talked to in 6.1. Sinian, Graha, Kral, Y'shtola, Hydaelyn, Urianger, Vritra. This is the dragon boy. Ah, Forshadow. Sucks though. We're probably not going to have. He's going to have to be recast since his original voice actor passed. Xenos, Fan Daniel, Alphino, and Alize. I love how it puts like a little job description. So Ascian, Outcast, Primal, Scion, Mage, All-Rounder. All-Rounder? I mean, that's what he is in the trust system. Coin Keeper for Tataru. Yeah. I'm not going to do Tataru's questline on stream, but she has an entire... There's 2 chunks of it now for Tataru's Grand Adventure. Apparently the armor set you get from doing this new chunk is quite nice. Quite nice. I can't say I understand Alice's answer, but a debt is a debt. At first I didn't know what to make of Zero, but her frankness speaks to me. I like her. This is very... So not to go back on the Wednesday diatribe, Wednesday, as you might imagine, is Wednesday Addams. But the friend she is meeting so far in the show is like polar opposite. Wednesday is literally a black and white human being in appearance and tone and reaction, which is the whole point. It's gonna that's gonna crack away slowly, I guess. Whereas her roommate at the school is colors and like Luna Lovegood, kind of like bubbly, and her hair is dyed and she has different colored fingernails, and she's a werewolf with her own problems, and she's like into social media and writes a blog. So it's the 2 different yin and yang juxtapositions. But this is a trope that obviously is being played out a little bit in these 2 characters now too. So indeed. All right, those are the first 2 quests. The next chunk, we will move forward with the next 2 MSQ chunks, and then in the 3rd section, we'll be in the dungeon. So if you're watching live, you can keep watching live. If you're watching this on YouTube as a VOD chunk, then this is all for now, and I will see you in the next one. And if you're again watching live, I'll be back in just a moment. The music stopped. It's very quiet. All you can hear is the sound of the whistling snow in the wind. There's no music. I'd like to do my intro when there's some music. It's still... Yeah. Hang on, let me name this file real quick so I don't forget. Okay, got it. So dumb. Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ for patch 6.3. This is lands, Tremble, God's Revel, lands, Tremble, Tremblo, lands, God's. Yeah, there we go. We're on part 2. Part 2? Oh, good lord. All right. Part 2 begins with Kindled Spirit. We're gonna get some pasta, some pie, a hero. This is a gyro or a hero? Sound off in chat and or the comments. What is how do you pronounce this? Got some tomato salad. Is it Pinolo tomato salad? Or we take 1500 gil. Sure. These are 610 foods though. Is that the highest food right now? 610? Yeah. All right. I mean, piety. Blech. Direct hit. Blech. Tenacity, determination. Blech. Yeah, we'll probably take the silver pieces. Okay. Kindled Spirit. Alphino is in need of a helping hand. My thanks again for agreeing to help. Talking to me? The Isilbard contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We have yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium, and I would appreciate it if one of you could assist us with the task today. Are we going to carry a box from Broken Glass to Tertium? Or we're going to ride like a sled dog, like in God of War Ragnarok? I'll do it. Well, hey, it looks like you're with me then. I told you guys. I said, I told you. All these connecting tissue points now when we're doing side quest stuff before we get to like the dungeon, Alphino is going to be glued to our hip. Just like super glued right there. Voidsent sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol the Eblam Rime. Shall we? Oh, she wants to shoot laser beams. She is a red mage, so that makes complete sense that she would like to shoot laser beams. Oops. Where'd she go? Oh, just right outside. Okay. There is no combat yet, so this makes sense that we get a little bit of like side combat. Although I did have that hunt bill out here last chunk that I was, you know, gotta make that gil, baby. Voidsent were spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned, but hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward, and I'll have a look to the north. If you should encounter any Voidsent, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me. Are you sure? Okay, you're just going to apparate through my body. That's fine. All right, we're on patrol. We're RPing. Auto run, please. Thank you. We're on patrol. I see the quest objective blob right there, but we don't see that. Do you have a mini-map in your actual head in real life? Like, is it in your periphery, in your top right corner? You don't have a mini-map in your IRL face. Also a giant woolly mammoth right there. Right by the destination. You're in the way. Kind of. Tank privilege? Oh no, he squished me. Destination. What do we got here? Oh! There are some bugs. They are not going to group up at all. I'll drop some swords on them. And some more swords on them. And then some more swords on them. Oh, there are bigger ones. I should have saved my big swords. Woo, Divine Veil. I mean, it's just some random enemies to give you something to do combat-wise. Kablamo! Oh, there's 4 spots to survey? Oh my goodness. Another destination? Hello, Teddy! So Nico said, yes, I do. It's called Google Maps. It even tells me in my ear where to go and where to swing. What are you swinging? You on like a rope swing or a tire swing? What are you up to? Is that the rare hunt mob? Oh, it's a public event. You know what? I shall aid thee at the level sync. Like any help for this, but why not? I will aid you, adventurer. I will throw swords and more swords. Where'd my swords go? Oh, I'm lower level. I don't have the full combo. Ah! My swords? Well, I guess you just spam Holy Spirit at lower level. You get multiple you just Requiscat and you just spam Holy Spirit. Oh. 1 bicolor gemstone? 1? Okay, so at lower level Paladin, you don't have the full Confiteor combo. You would use Holy Spirits instead. Oh, so you proc them normally, or you just rapid fire them off. Gotcha. Very good. You survey surroundings. You do not spy any errant void scent. How about over here? As it's the bubbly purple cloud. Oh no, void scent! That's the wrong freaking button. Oh my god. Well, I'll be able to do plenty of my combo in the dungeon. I can't do any of the Paladin combo really here. I can't throw sword. I can throw swords on you. And again. Oh, one more time. Oh! So many swords. Bonk. Many swords handle it. Uh-oh, what's going on over here? This is Alize. Is she engaged in glorious bat? No. Oh, she just killed a void scent bug. We don't even get to see her shoot laser beams. Lovely. Hello.
All finished, are we? Good.
Hmm.
The cold doesn't let up out here, does it?
No, we're basically in Antarctica. We're at a pole, but no.
They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary.
It's Norway. Nico, shh.
Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security.
I wonder, I don't think this has ever really happened outside of like the Doman Enclave. It'd be really cool if down the road through the patches or the next expansion, you get to help rebuild Garlemald. Because it's a huge city. It's only like a small chunk of it. But it'd be neat to see it be rebuilt and become like a hub. Because you're just out here in these little hovels with 12 people, right?
Though things will never be as they once were. If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
You're doing your best. Anyone can see that. We're just trying to overdo it, eh? I got a light kidney punch.
Oh? Oh, come now. You think I don't know my own limits?
Why does she recoil like that? What is this? They're just showing off new animations? What is this? I guess it was kind of light flirting as well. Again, Alexandraha. They're the dating simulation characters.
Still, I appreciate your concern.
Uh-huh. Indeed.
Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back. I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble. I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else. She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
We don't eat our friends, though. Like she does. Or has had to. Meanwhile, at Tertium. What? She's handing out sourdough loaves?
Thank you, miss. Thank you.
Yo, sourdough loaves. Blocks of cheese, apples? Is that a can of baked beans? These didn't come from Charlian. Too much flavor. Anime wave. Dot. A-N-I.
This feels strangely familiar.
Is she remembering before the fall of her entire planet? Oh, charcuterie, apples and cheese, pog. Although Swiss cheese and apples don't really go together.
Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Yes, Alphino can shoot lasers into your wife and heal her. That's what he can do.
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Hello, Soup Boy.
Thank you again for your help.
Voiced Soup Boy! Let's go!
Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Alright, the internet has already shipped these two. Soup Boy and the Voidsent. Where's the fan art? It's already out there. It's been a day. If I look for it, it's gonna... yep. The Final Fantasy XIV fandom, yep. Mm-hmm.
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
No, I've known him for about 7 minutes.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Epic foreshadowing.
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along. I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
If you say so. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry?
Man, they're getting some mileage out of that quick eye glance animation. That's the third time Soup Boy has done it. Come on. He's just... I told you. I see you, CBU3. I see you, animation team.
We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether.
Already?
Very well.
What? That's raw
As
dough.
in step-style dumplings.
Oh,
Butts, they call them.
that's off. Oh my god. I know it'd be weird to animate a dumpling that was like an actual dumpling size, like middle of your palm, because they're made in the palm of your hand when you roll the dough together and make it. This is a whole freaking... That is a bread bowl with a lid.
Never had a dumpling. It's like a kind of bread stuffed with a filling, meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam.
Ugh, I want dumplings now.
We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones.
Oh, dumplings.
Just think of it as bread, all right? I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
Just gonna unhinge your jaw. It's so freaking big, man.
Interesting.
It's the massivest dumpling I've ever seen.
Interesting good, or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Are we still doing phrasing?
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
It's actually just capsaicin bonding to the water molecules around your tongue.
Oh, Euless, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
Why did she have to say it like that?
I suppose I am.
Yep, shipped. SHIPT'.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
Okay, nerd, no one asked. Shut up, Nico. What the hell?
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work.
Goddamn, I want dumplings now. Holy crap.
I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Okay.
Alphino, Alize.
Yes, random guard. Nani? Omayu. Oh, fade to black. Shit. I've been so baited. There's no dumpling. Just give me the silver pieces that I can give the Dome and Enclave. Why was there not the dumplings? Now that I know that the food was because it was a food-related quest. I got a bad feeling about this. This seems urgent. Well, shouldn't you see what's wrong?
I want one of your friggin' dumplings.
Oh, there's only 2 in the bag. Soup Boy was out on patrol, so if he came back early, then... An unforeseen bargain. This is quest number 4. This distressed soldier has ill tidings to share with you. You know, it's a serious quest when it has a widescreen image in the text box for the quest. Forgive me the interruption, but I come with grave news. I couldn't see anything out of this stupid helmet, but I smelled something. A horde of Voidsent are approaching from the mountains to the east. Their numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. All right, Golbez, calm down. What? But Y'shtola and the others? Anyone outside of Tertium is in danger. We must find and bring them all in here at once. Can we count on your aid, Zero? I've already settled the debt for my question. I'm not obliged to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You asked me to put my life on the line. Without suitable payment, I will do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? You're right, Zero. You're not obliged to help, and I won't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, we are in need, assuming the buzz I gave you is worth anything. Would you at least be willing to stand watch at this encampment? That way, more of us will be able to go out and see the people to safety. Very well. Unless you come under attack, I'll do no more than stand watch. I dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero here. Let us go and find Y'shtola and the others and assist with the evacuation. Indeed. Combat time? Do I get to throw swords at things? Oh, solo duty. Time for throwing swords. Come, we must find our comrades. Yo, solo duty into dungeon? Tristram will be fine. Euless and his people have weathered far worse. We must make haste to the snowcraft where our friends and the engineer should be. Given their position, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of the Voidsent. If it comes to it, we must be prepared for battle. I'm ready, don't you worry. Lasers at the ready. How about you, Bay? My swords are ready. Oh, yo! Upon departing for Tristram, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV when it tells you you're about to experience 15 minutes of cutscenes. In addition, you'll be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. Yes, solo duty. Please note, if you enter battle... if you enter battle associated with other quests or log out of the game, your progress will be lost. Uh-oh. It's eye level 630? I'm only 606. Let's go. Wait, is this the... This is kind of like the... The benchmark test, because we're in Garlemald? Interesting.
Report. Lost contact. When? Voidsent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once. A unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch. But be ready to answer my call.
If it was Voidsent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
I can't repay you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
What? No! I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
I'm far better suited to dealing with Voidsent. It makes sense.
Her level is higher than yours, Euless. Don't even try to... This is an eye level 630 mission. What's your eye level right now, Euless? The weapon you're holding is like maybe level 400. All right? Let's get real here.
Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
Ouch. Same.
Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
Do we get to play the solo duty as Zero? That would be kind of awesome. I mean, it's gonna be like 3 buttons to spam that are Reaper combos, but yeah, those are definitely Voidsent.
Damn these demons!
Oh, yep, She did the thing!
Return to the camp. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Ah. Hmm?
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine.
Yeah, we get to play as Zero? Okay. Okay. She have the full combo? The Infernal Slice combo. Yep, Slice, Waxing, and Infernal. Nightmare Scythe combo, spinning into Nightmare. Yep, Bloodbath. Very good. Engravement? That's something different. She has a charge jump, which she just did. Sort, Pet, Hotbar, and then Communio, which hers is just a cooldown. It does still do AoE. Well.
A deal is a deal. I cannot let you pass.
All of her spell effects are cool too. They're the bluish.
More of them.
Definitely more of them.
Still more.
Goodness. Oh, I guess I was in that. That sucks. A jester? Yeah. Furkas. I want to pick that up. I want to stand in it. Oh, they're meteor soaks. Oops. Oh, they have like a explosion. You don't kill them before? Okay. That charge animation is a little janky. I went to hit my dash button. Oh, he's still gonna cast the blackout move. Ow.
Not good.
Bloodbath's on cooldown. Yikes.
I can't.
Oh, okay. Well. I guess you're supposed to fail.
How?
Because 2 meteors went off at the same time. Like, you can't soak both of them.
How big must the gate be for their light to come through?
That's a named voidsent guy. That's from It's from one of the Alliance raids? Which one is it? I can't think of it off the top of my head because there are so many.
Is this it then?
Nope. Ulysses is going to save her. With his level 400 sword.
Just like that time.
Flashback?
When light still shone upon the world. When the Contra Memoria still raged.
Mm-hmm.
Stand aside if you value your life.
We're only after women and wine. Darkness can take the rest.
Okay.
You're not taking another step towards that village.
Zero used to be a paladin?
Stupid girl. You were warned.
Oh, okay. It's a tank fight?
Gotcha.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And now we can get back to our business.
Get up, damn you! Too weak. I need help. Someone, please. The same mistakes, the same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done? What? Who?
It's Alphino and Alizé.
You. What are you doing here?
Power of friendship.
Y'shtola and Estinian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Let me shoot lasers into you.
Can you stand?
Yo, let's go. This was not super planned. That I didn't know stuff like this would happen, but me being the tank with a healer, a ranged DPS, and a melee DPS is very thematic. I like it. You're not finished yet, Zero. Let's fight together. We're a little late, but we've come to help you. I mean, both are positive, just worded a little differently. I'll quip a little, just a little quip. I'm a bun in plate armor. Yep, do the thing with your hat.
All right.
I will let it burn. This fire in my breast. Let it burn and rage and guide.
Oh, she's mad? That's fair. That's one way to put it poetically. Yeah, that's a pot demon ghost guy from one of the Alliance raids. He's the one that casts level blah death. You have to be a zombie to not die. Or die again? Something? I don't know. And Andromalius. That's not his name. That's just this version's. Okay, sure.
Thank goodness we're not too late. Can you still fight?
My tank stance is off. 1 second, I'm sorry. Didn't start on because I wasn't in this duty.
Press the attack.
Big swords. Even bigger swords? They're gonna cut across the room? It's two different bow ties? Oh, they're just doing a line nukes. That works.
Just warming up.
Oh, they're really weak. I don't
My
need to
strength is
tank them.
spent. I'll only get in your way.
Chin up. We'll get through this together.
Incoming swords. I'm a little off on fight or flight there. Oops. Still getting used to the new rotation timing. Divine Veil! Yo!
Watch out!
Yo, like, cover, though?
Everyone all right?
I probably should have done that. I guess ate the whole AoE myself. Whoops.
Not finished yet.
So that does end the chain. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm off for like 12 seconds. But to destroy these or get behind them? Yes.
We must weather this together.
I'll do the thing. Oh, Alphino did the other thing? You know, the double bubble? That was cool. He did the sage bubble that only exists in storytelling. It's not actually a real spell. Doesn't even exist in the game. The Alphino spell. Many line nukes incoming. Oh, it's gonna force you out, and then you have to go back in. Okay. I like the physical rotation goes into magic for both for melee and for single target and for AoE on Paladin. That's pretty cool. It is definitely way easier. Oh my.
This has gone on long enough.
Oh, Reaper limit break?
I will finish it.
Yeah,
No.
Reaper LB coming. Yep, there it is.
Let's buy her some time.
I heard the noise. I am under-leveled for this. I have to keep these off 0. Holy crap. It's a Genki Dama. Holy shit. Swords? And more swords? Even more swords?
I am your end.
Okay. Yep, I would say that's quite the that was quite the limit break. Oh my god. The spell effects right now though. Go to Divine Veil. Excuse me. Oh, she got Communio on the final hit, I think. That was cool.
You did well to find me out here.
Neat.
We have Ulysses to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
Shipped. S-H-I-P-T apostrophe D. There would have been more casualties if not for you. The people of Garlemald thank you. Well, I'm not going to thank you for them. That's a little presumptuous. I'll let them do that. Here with the number 1.
No. If it was not for you and the others, I...
Well, let's not fuss over details. We should return to Tertium. Can you make it that far?
I like how Alizé and Alphina went into their battle gear, whereas Alizé's a little drafty for literally being, like, freezing outside right now.
I think so.
That was cool.
Zero, are you all right?
Well enough. No voidsent struck here, did they?
No, and there weren't any more casualties thanks to you.
Oh. What are you doing?
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
Boots. Yo, anyone else want some steamed buns? Oh man, oh man. Oh no, Scrappy logged in. For a mercy, there appears to be no casualties in Tertium or elsewhere. You know, because it's not in the budget to interact with that heavily in the patch content. Zero's convalescing aboard the train. Yes. Euless has already given her something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. Man, wouldn't it be a crazy thing if that's how our anatomy worked? Like, you get slashed in the stomach and like a big crazy void explosion hits you and you just get like knocked out briefly, and then you have a steamed bun and your body heals. Of course. Easy. I can't help but wonder, though, what possessed her to go and fight all those voidsent on her own? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, eyebrows, eyebrows, say no more. Not that I know the going rate of such things, but I doubt one buzz would suffice. I think someone has been a bad influence on her. She's talking about me, the character, the player character. Yep, see? Oh, I'm just joking. Or am I? In any case, many people owe her their lives. I'll be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. I will take the spell speed. Are they actually in the train? I still have side quests here. I don't know if you noticed, I still have side quests. Oh, yeah, there she is. Your side quest has nothing to do with any of this, right? No. Yep. Okay. All right, that's it for that chunk. If I'm not mistaken, the dungeon is up next. So thank you for watching live. If you are here live, I'll be back in a moment. If you're watching this in the VOD form, the playlists are down below, and I'll see you in the next chunk of the Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker Patch 6.3 MSQ. The new dungeon, I do believe, is up next. Let me just name that file chunk real quick, and then we shall begin again. Okay. All right, all right. Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker Patch 6.3 MSQ, where God's Revel and then lands Tremble. Currently working through everything. This is going to be part 3 of this journey. Some have been watching live on this very YouTube channel where I stream it live. And next up, I do believe we do have a dungeon to do. Let's go check the train real quick. Oh, yep. I also received word the transport arrived safely at Camp Broken Glass. They sent their thanks to the woman in black. I'm fine. I just need rest. Did you talk to me telepathically when I did that? How did that chat bubble pop up? She's just like completely laying prone in all of her scale armor. All right. Very good. Thank goodness we found Zero when we did. King of the Mountain. In the mountains. Relief is writ plain on Alphino's face. As Alizé said, many people owe Zero their lives. This is not her world, nor her battle to fight, yet she risked life and limb for us nonetheless. That will not be soon forgotten. Now then, I expect our friends will return soon. Once everyone has gathered, we can take stock of the situation and talk in a circle about the plot as the camera slowly pans around us. Around us? Around us? Perhaps we should have a rest too. We not to do but wait for the others. They should not be much longer. This chocobo is decked out. Okay. Wait, this is why you take so long? Why? Because I read all of the dialogue? That was a long paragraph I just read there. What the hell? Come on, Thaedrin. Ah, yes. The Final Fantasy Circle. And it's more like a dodecahedron right now. What is going on? Apologies for the delay. I finished replenishing my ether. Okay. Full glad am I to hear it. We must thank you again, Zero. Indeed. Many are still alive because of you. Those soldiers, not least of all. Indeed. They are getting some mileage out of that animation of her tipping her hat. That 17th time she's done that. It is definitely her emote. Is that an emote yet in the store for $4? Where can we buy that emote? Her armor set won't be in the game until the expansion. It's not gonna. They're not gonna sell this to you for a while. They will, but not yet. How fared you? Better than I did, by all accounts. We had to contend with our fair share of voidsent en route to the snowcraft. We had the benefit of numbers. Yeah, we were in a full light party, you dingus.
With their help, we quickly dispatched all the voidsent that came our way. Thankfully, they stayed dead in our world. We were trying to decide what to do next when we received word about the transport.
Which is how Alize, Bay, and I came to find you. While the immediate threat has been addressed, we cannot rest easy yet. For voidsent to appear in such numbers, we must assume that a void gate has indeed been opened nearby. Many more of them come through at their leisure. Did Golbez just, like, snap his fingers and open up a void gate somewhere? Seems the best course of action is to investigate Lapis Manalis. As you intend, what is the state of the snowcraft?
The mammoth.
Nearly operational, I believe. Vritra is with the engineer, who is hard at work as we speak. Why don't we join them in Cerulean Ingens? That's where the dinosaurs are. Finally, a chance to go on the offensive. You read at the speed of a corpse running a marathon? All right, fine. Let's. Why would I read it super fast? I will join you as well. I will return to refusing you, but why do you do the mind of your payment? Payment won't be necessary. Oh, it's because I want to. It ruins it. Like, why would I read so fast? How fast are you guys reading your brain? Do you not, like, give the characters their own voices in your head and, like, take a moment to enjoy the great storytelling being written in front of you? That you're a part of this isekai world? Do you take a moment to, like, enjoy it? Do you eat an entire pizza in 3.82 seconds and not savor anything? You don't, like, get that first bite of stuffed crust and you just, like, let it wash over you for a moment? You know, slow down. Finally. Shut, so stupid. You have kindled something within me, a compulsion, a desire to act, that has been burning since you came to my aid out in the snow. I do not understand it, but I wish to. To that end, I will heed it. Then perhaps I'll understand your answer. And she likes doing big scythe go boom. Reaper spell animations are very cool. Big scythe go boom. Thumbs up. I'd also like to join you in tracing the voidsent to their origin. Well, that would mean neglecting my duties here. Don't worry about us. Between my people and the contingent, we can keep things running well enough. Just find out where the voidsent are coming from and see that they stop, because otherwise they're going to eat all my booze. And we can't have that. We can't have them eating my booze. Is that a real word? Hold on. Pause. This is why it takes so long for me to play through. Buzz. Is that a real thing? Buzz is a type of Mongolian steamed dumpling filled with meat. An example of authentic Mongolian and... Is that Buratian? Or Buratian cuisine? The dish is traditionally eaten at ... Buzz is real. It's Mongolian. All right. They have all the elements of Mongolian cooking wrapped up into a dumpling. Buzz. They're usually made with fatty mutton. Definitely not a Japanese dumpling. They are actually quite large. I was giving it crap in the last chunk that they have to be modeled in a way that characters in the game can interact with them, because if they're just like the palm of your hand size, they would be difficult to like model. But they're actually quite, they're pretty large. They are pretty large. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, because like a Japanese soup dumpling is quite small. These are not that. Just find out where the voidsent came from, and we'll see that they stop. Take care, Zero. I'll see you in all the Rule 34 fan art they draw of us together. Eyebrows, eyebrows. I will. Nico's such a dick. White man discovers good food. Hey, when was the last time you enjoyed some booze? Huh? Whatcha? Whatcha? Divine Veil. Paladin animations. Yeah, new Paladin rotation. I can see what you mean by it's kind of weird. I was saying a moment ago with Adrian, though, that I like the fact that what they did to simplify it. Obviously, we're playing this at max level, so it's gonna be a little different as you're leveling up. But I like that the physical rotation procs a magic cast, both for single target and for AoE. Like the total eclipse of the heart into prominence into holy circle proc. And then once you go to Royal Authority and proc the Divine Might, which you can go from single target into this. They go either or, but that's actually kind of neat. And then lower level, since you don't have the full Confidier combo, you just hit a bunch of Holy Spirits. That seems pretty good. And Goring Blade lights up off time just slightly because this one is hasted, so it's always available for every fight or flight window. And you have one Circle of Scorn inside fight or flight and one outside of it. The whole Confidier combo with Requiescat is always during fight or flight. So then you just have filler when you're just hitting Royal Authority and a bunch of atonements to get your mana back. So, yeah, it's definitely simpler. It does have its own little bit of flavor. But it kind of has like a 20 seconds of swords! And then 40 seconds of less swords. Little Dark Knight in that way. It's nowhere near as many OGCDs as Dark Knight, because Dark Knight is just like button, 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 button. And then for 35 seconds you're like, button. 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 You know? It doesn't have that same level of tempo to it. But it is cool. And you really get right into the swords rotation. So that's fun. Yeah. I think it's pretty good. I don't know what the top tier 14 players are going to think about it. But the other quality of life stuff is nice. Bulwark into Holy Sheltron or Bulwark Rampart seems really strong. Yeah, you got a little more defensive. That seems pretty good. And yeah, like I said too, the tank stance on and off is just the same button, just changes. So That's all good. And Paladin still has, you know, cover and intervention. They still have all their extra little bits. So clemency is still going to be real crap outside of, I guess, I don't know. That's weird. Because if you heal someone else, you get half of the healing back. But during Requiescat, does it actually get... I didn't notice that if it actually casts instantly. Let me actually see real quick. I think it does. Yeah, it does. Wing. But it does take your charges. Yeah, it takes your damage amp charges. Yeah, so you wouldn't want to... You wouldn't... If you had to, that would be a DPS loss, though. Yeah, it's the trade-off. Okay. Otherwise, it's still a cast time, which isn't really that long, but still a cast time. I've been frozen. It's a cool pose, though. Another hunt log there. That was good. Yeah, it feels fine. It feels fine. Again, it's kind of Dark Knight-ish or Gunbreaker-ish. I guess all the tanks are kind of like that, where they have 15 to 20 seconds every minute of like, and then 40 seconds of, we're chill. They're kind of all like that now. Paladin before was like a continuous 1 minute solid rotation. So they didn't, I guess they wanted to break that up a bit and give it a little bit more of a flow at endgame. So I think it feels all right. I don't know what you think about it. You use the spell cast after the 3 royals, by the way. Oh, yeah, you can, for sure. Yeah. Well, no, well, Royal Authority, you mean atonements. 3 atonements? Yeah. Because well, I don't know. I'm looking at, I have it on another screen, but what's weird about this is we have 380 potency and 380 potency for the atonement, Royal Authority, but Holy Spirit is 450. So it's still more than the physical, and it's way more under Requiescat, but that's Holy Spirit spam is lower level. Because you proc Divine Might when you don't have the Blade of Faith, Truth, Valor combo. This is level 90. So up before then, you just hit Holy Spirit 4 times. After under 90, yeah. One hard cast of Holy Spirit outside of cooldowns and 3 at the end of your minute CDs. Well, see, that's the weird... That's the 3 at the end of your cooldowns. You mean atonements, right? We could have to talk about it in Discord. Because there really aren't that many Holy Spirits in the rotation. Like the one that was posted. There's like the Pole Holy Spirit. I don't know about the whole hard casted one. Because the loop window would mean you'd have one procced, I think. Because you're definitely not going to... Yeah, because the loop window has you casting 2 of them. One at the start and one at the end. Yeah, it looks like you just hardcast 1 filler. Because then you have 1 procced to be instant via the passive. Because whenever you proc... whatchamacallit... Is it actually here? Interesting. It doesn't have it. I guess it's right here. Yeah. Yeah. This combo bonus for Divine Might off of Royal Authority makes your next Holy Spirit or Holy Circle instant. Which is, it's kind of like a Divine Purposey thing if you want to bring, it's not random though. Like it's totally, you hit 1, 2, 3, you get 1 Spell Blast. But it's when it all comes together at level 90. Yeah. The only thing that the DPS, the burst rotation part of it feels fine. The jank of it is definitely when you're outside of the burst window, because you still have to drop atonement. You drop like 1 to 2 of them. You just don't hit them because you have to start your combo back up because of timing for fight or flight. Which always just kind of feels strange if you're doing it optimally, that you just don't use part of the rotation, because you would just be pushing your rotation back 5 seconds and then 5 seconds and then 5 seconds, and then the hard casting, Even though it's only 1.5 second cast, standing still in hard casting as a melee is somewhat weird. Yeah. But it looks cool. What's up, Tachi? Getting right into the main meat and potatoes of the rotation is neat, which we'll see. I'm going to mess it up plenty of times before this. I'm just sight reading the changes, but I wanted to get a, you know, get the reins going, I guess. I don't know. Get my hands on the new rotation and to see how it all fits together. For the sake of our friends, I pray we succeed in our mission. The Void Gate is, of course, our main objective, but if we can also find useful salvage, then all the better. I'm glad the engineer is safe. I'd never forgive myself if something had happened to him on our account. Yeah, where the hell is this mammoth snow thing? There's nothing here. To have to go to such lengths to traverse a single mountain, the people of this land do not have easy lives. Mammoth is an apt name for the craft. Its prodigious size made defending it difficult, but it came through unscathed. Oh, it's going to be some reveal in the cutscene about to happen, huh?
Vritra insisted on staying behind to guard the snowcraft. He's anxious to get up that mountain, and understandably so.
Also, Vritra is actually here in dragon form, and then Varshan's down here. Okay. It's good to see you all safe and well. The craft stands ready. I am pleased to say our engineer friend has worked tirelessly, his zeal a match for any of my alchemists. It's been like 25 minutes. He's worked tirelessly for like half an hour. All right, let's see this thing. Let's see this giant snow machine. Nope, sorry, he's immediately talking.
There you are, your timing couldn't be better. Thanks to Varshan's help, I managed to finish the repairs faster than I anticipated. The mammoth's ready for the snow once more. You can lead the pilot into me, too. Been my pleasure to get you to where you need to go. Cue the anime music.
You are too kind, thank you. Let's be on our way then, shall we? Sorry, I'm trying to add the sound effects. That's the one thing. As good as the writing is in Final Fantasy XIV, it could use some more Foley. Because a lot of the stuff the characters do makes no noise. There's no sound, there's no clothes rustle, there's no movement sound. Everything is just void of noise. Whereas, obviously, in like a real cutscene, there would be like, you know, rustle, and there would be some movement noise and stuff.
Yo, let's go.
Small talk? As we hopefully demonstrated, we are still capable of holding our own in battle, which is to say, please don't hesitate to rely on us. Well, you're the only healer that's possible to go on this group with me, Alphino. And I cannot not go with Alize. She will actually kill me in my sleep. When we find whoever's responsible for unleashing the Voidsent, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. And my lasers! God. Come, Bay, let's find the truth of my sister's aura.
I don't make a habit of fighting a top Magitech, but it shouldn't be any more difficult than doing so astride a dragon. I welcome the change of pace.
Once aboard the Mammoth, we all need to change into attire more suitable for combat. It can be no coincidence that a Void Gate has opened where Vritra sends his sister. In all likelihood, something is in the offing. Something is in the offing? I mean, must be prepared. What the hell does that mean? What's an offing? The more distant part of the sea in view. I guess it could be used like a sea of snow? We're in like Antarctica right now. I guess the sea of snow. You saw the camera pan up. Okay, that's neat. Very good. If there is indeed a Void Gate, then there will be Voidsent, and not merely lesser ones. Be on your guard for all manner of threats. Alright, well, I guess technically we could have Y'shtola heal. Does she still have the option to heal? Let's see.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
So Varshan is DPS or tank. I'm tanking. So, nope, Y'shtola cannot heal right now. She is only in sorceress mode. I guess she can only heal in trials.
Victory will be ours.
I have.
Let's give it our all.
Have to. I think we take.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
I think we wait.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
That's a new recording.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Okay. I think we take the squad. The twins with 0. I think we stick with what worked previously. So the dungeon is 590. Cool. The solo duty was 630. What the hell? 40 eye level difference between the two activities. Good grief. I mean, I think this was sure. Considering that in the previous one, didn't we take Y'shtola and Estinian? Because when we did the Radzat Han stuff, yeah, we couldn't take 0. You have to take 0. Like, why would you not? She's not available in the other one. Oh, her class title is Memoriate. Interesting. Even though she fights, I mean, her stuff is not full Reaper. Cool. Let's do it. The top end cap versus suggested. Fair enough. Yeah. My Paladin is only 606. I haven't been like dumping tokens or tomestones into tank gear. So I bought a couple pieces, but I could still buy like 2 more if I wanted to, but not a big deal. All right. Into the dungeon we go. Help. I have to close the party selection screen. Lapis Manalis. Or Monalis? Manalis, probably. It's Garlean pronunciation. Let's go dungeon time. Ooh. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is this thing? Okay. Oh, it shows your, party members in this little pop-up. I got to move that. That's cool. You know, let's have some pottage real quick. Yum, yum, yum. This is so ridiculous. What is this? We're definitely not moving. The entire map is moving around us. Okay, we got some Boyds. Gotta get them grouped up here. Big one can be stunned. Man, I love the group list. The target list is so good. Gosh, I want that playing World of Warcraft. It's against terms of service. It makes the game too easy. It's such an amazing feature to have a target list on the side of the screen. Oh yeah.
You cannot stop us.
Trust dungeon. Nothing AoEs.
You cannot stop us.
Yeah, nothing AoEs, huh? And everyone's single targets. I think 0 is cleaving. She may have been using the cleave moves there. Whoa, big griffin. Bow, 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 bow. Ouch. So you can hover the Royal Authority there before you can go into Atonement. All right. Whoa. How's that look out? She's good. Probably should turn this away from her. Yeah, so you can get one cast here. Okay. Very good. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. Do I Yes, it's on by default. Okay. You can see how long buffs last now in the player list. We are way up in the mountain right now. My God. That's where this is the giant tower above the ruined Garlemald city in the valley down here. That's a cool set piece. Damn. Very neat. Let's rock and roll. What's up, Nick? Yeah, that's Tower of Babel. Yeah. And then the Garlemald city is underneath it. Yeah. Because you can see it way over the distance. Frozen waterfall? That's a cool effect. I always kind of go like RP slow when I go through the dungeon the first time, so take a look around. Because soon it'll just be expert roulette and we'll just blast through it, right? So yeah, take a moment and enjoy. I could have Goring Blade there, I guess, but it's one target. That'll take some getting used to, is remembering.
That's far enough.
Remembering to use Goring Blade on single target, like all the time. Because there were times when it was like 2 target. It probably wasn't super optimal. Or in Trust Dungeon stuff, you would just build up a combo and double dot things. But that's not... You literally can't do that anymore. And you can't even double dot with your sword combo anymore because that's gone. Kind of hitting buttons. Guess we're going the other way. It's over there. Also, what was making stuff up here? Bleat. Oh, it's over the boss. Okay.
This will hurt.
Swords? May I present to you swords? Indeed.
I have you now.
But if I go, I already have attunement, and yeah, that still breaks. You can't hover the 3 combo into anything else. You have to finish it. All right. I missed my Holy Spirit cast there, which I guess you can royal. You can have divine. What the hell? Wait, Albion? This is a boss from one of the earlier Final Fantasies, right? The Sylvan Throne? Yeah, you can see the Tower of Babel from here, says Alize. It's no less imposing, even from a great distance, says Alphino. Yeah, a veritable giant among the wildlife here, to be sure. Wall pull? Don't be... I'm not going to wall pull with a trust that doesn't AoE. Okay, big monkey. Ugh, it's got a weird clumpy back. What's he doing? Okay. It's a stampede? What? Okay, bye. Oh, it's so... Oh, it changed. I couldn't see behind him. Okay. Right slam. I have to do it at opposites because I'm opposite side. Stuff is falling down from the heavens. He's gonna charge that one. All right. Those are new. That's a new telegraph. Is that not a new telegraph? The deep red telegraph? Call the mountains. This is the more stampedes. It's way up here where the boss actually is running. Right slam.
That's far enough.
And it'll echo one more time. Oh, yep. I've done Halls of Valor. Oh, he did slam as well. I'm stupid. Okay. Well, I could have prepped the rest of the combo there, I guess. Ow. Many swords. Yeah, so he jumps, he destroys some of these. But they also have a big AoE when they do. And then he jumps to the middle. Oh, he throws all the snow in the air. I saw the animation that time. Then you just hide behind one of them. They don't even attack when they're hiding.
You cannot stop us.
Wait, who's limit breaking? Azdaja is, of course she is. All right. Just some materia. You can't walk up the... Aw. I actually wonder if this section of Garlemald didn't always used to be totally covered in snow. We're going into this deep, dark cave. Alphino said there is something to be said about the fortitude of nature. Indeed. So this is Lapis Manalis. Oh, it's just a cave in the wall. Cave in a wall cave. I can't think. Many swords. Oop.
I have you now.
So how strong is Bulwark? The new block spell. That Paladin has. Even though, is it an old spell that returned to them? I don't remember it from before, because I had to put it on my bars. It didn't exist on my bars. Because they took away the blocking part of Holy Sheltron and just made it a heal and damage reduction. The Rock of Albus. I am indeed casting swords. Okay. Let's get some Dark Souls vibes to it going on to this cave structure here. Maybe I'm also playing Dark Souls 3 right now. Valar. Viscus Missorum. The Mons Albus. Lar. And the Forum Mezorium. Or Mezorum? Let's go this way. What the heck are these things? What the hell are these? What are those? These weird, like, voidsent dolls? What is going on here with these things? What the heck? One of them is doing a huge AoE. My mana? Zero, you wanna...
cannot stop us.
Zero was just standing there. Oh, she was... I guess she was communioing. I know if you get to the trial today, I'll join for that. Trial's tomorrow, Thadrin. Yeah, I'm doing up through the end of the dungeon, and then tomorrow will be the remainder with the trial and the, like, the post. I'm assuming there's another post MSQ wrap-up story quest as well. We're doing that all tomorrow. And then Friday is all Alliance Raid. And Alliance Raid probably won't take 3.5 hours, so it'll also probably be some Tataru. Yeah. Faded Records? Emperor Solus is convinced this Magitech will spark a revolution in warfare as we know it. And as he devotes further resources to its advancement, our arts continue to fall out of favor. I fear the age of the Reaper has come to an end. After all of our forebears have sacrificed for the good of the Empire, the blood spilled, the lives lost, they would dare deem us relics of a bygone era. Indeed, they believe the future lies with their Reaper battle armor. Yeah, I know 24 men is separate. That's why I'm doing... Today is the solo duty in the dungeon. Tomorrow is the trial and the rest of the MSQ and the post-MSQ. And then Friday is Alliance Raid. Yeah, doing like one chunk to enjoy it for a few days, because we only get a patch every 4 months, so... Aspirants are reminded not to approach the figures of the Pale Harvest without express permission. They should be treated with no less reverence than Galatea herself, and are hardly less dangerous. Only those who have successfully forged a pact with an avatar may spar with the Galatea Parva. So Parva is a ranking? That's a Garlean ranking name? Or Galatea is their name? Or all the way around? No. Maybe? They will serve to refine one's use of invocations and tactical coordination. The Galatea Magna, yeah, the suffix name is a rank, if I remember. However, is reserved for those who are able to serve as host to their avatar. This, Periculous Mannequin, designed to push a Reaper to their limits, if not beyond them. Learn to walk in death's shadow, and you shall know no fear. Space Marines? More records back here I didn't read. The assaults from the outside tribes have markedly increased of late. The Geraldines or Geraldines? Geraldines? Older name for Garleans? Or different faction? Proved an essential... as especially barbarous thorn in our side, their nigh ceaseless pillaging no doubt an effort to hoard supplies in preparation for the coming winter. No longer able to tolerate the damages suffered by these incursions, the Senate issued an order of the king's assassination, and we Reapers were asked to ready our blades. With 3 of her fellows in tow, Galatea set out under cover of night and infiltrated the enemy fortress. Their mission was a great success, which soon put the enemy to rout. All right, then. Yeah, so Galatea Parva are, I guess, low-ranked void-sent avatar dolls. That's what those are, I guess. And we're about to fight a stronger version. I mean, you saw the key art on the thumbnail today. I do believe that's the boss of the dungeon. That's from the media kit. Oh, again, forgot the goring blade. Oh, Alizé is AoEing a little bit, even though that's just part of the combo that AoEs, I think. A lot of extra lore in this place. Oh, no, not the end boss. Debated. The Galatea Magna. This is the Key Art Reaper doll boss. Is this the village Euless told us about? What possessed them to create such automata or automata, depending on... They're totally gonna sell that as a wearable armor set on the frickin' Mog station. There's no way they're not. All right, here we go. Waxing circle, the Reaper move. Okay, you have to move in. She immediately does a follow-up. Whoop. Soul Scythe. Whoop. Soul Nebula.
I have you.
Just a big AoE. Oh, now she has 2 rifts. Ooh. So one blows up first, I take it? Oh. Very cool. Glass-eyed. Become another of Galatea's puppets? Excuse me? Oh, so it's a 4-wide turn around, so you don't, I guess, blind your allies. Gonna walk out. Yep.
I have you now.
Oh. Soul Nebula again. Divine Veil. Sick. Okay, 1, 2, and then 3 in the back middle. Oh, duh. Oh, it gives you Doom? Then mid and then far? Okay. I will get this one, I suppose, then. That's the wrong button. Turn away from each other.
That's far enough.
She even she doesn't really attack the tank at all. Ah, I buffered wrong. I should have hit it first. So she always charges and then AoEs. Cool. Regimen completion unequal to Drusilla. Extraordinary. That's a name I've heard before. Oh, she poofed. Oh, never mind. I can't zoom in. Never mind. I got too close. Creepy. I wonder if they use the near boss as a base model for that, because of all the weird joints. Weird. The doll was not unlike a voidsent, Zero said, followed by Alice. We can muse about that later. Let's get going. Oh, there's one more of it. Ah. Ooh. That's creepy. Yoko Taro would love this. Yes, there's one of the other ones. Ugh. They're all over the place. That's really creepy. The silhouette of the doll just in the... Yep, there's... Yep. Weird. Oh, I just walked right past this, didn't I? Oh, I gotta check and see what the set looks like. That'll be take some farming. Doll Master's Memorandum. Maintenance of the Galatea must be handled with utmost care. The delicate art of their making, has long since been lost, making repairs difficult and reproduction all but impossible. The knowledge was kept secret, passed down to those who would inherit the position of Master Dollmaker. That is until one man chose to break with tradition. He claimed to be leaving on a journey in pursuit of an unparalleled beauty, but we never learned the truth of it. The only thing that is certain is the art of our forebears left with him. Yeah, it's creepy to see all the small and the tall dolls just sitting around there. Okay. Okay. So 605. I'm getting Dark Souls. Yeah, okay. Well, something tells me we're no longer in Kansas anymore. You descend into Fons Manalis. Gods, that startled me, said Alize. Yeah, how are we okay? Holy crap, we fell so far. Good grief. I'm attacking the snake first. They seem to be attacking the crab. I will switch targets to the crab and AoE off the crab. Oop, hit the wrong button. Now we're single targeting off the crab. So be it. Are they gonna attack the crab next? No. Oh, they switched to my target. How helpful. So yeah, I really don't see how stuff costing mana and then refunding mana doesn't really do a whole lot. I guess you would spend mana if you ever have to heal, but hello. This will Goring Blade one of you, why not? Big swords? Even bigger swords! Insert Dragon Ball Z abridged Frieza here. Bigger! Bigger! Perfect. So many spell effects. The trial tomorrow is going to be nutty. Doing 8-man content with all the spell effects on is just so silly. Okay, so you can still prep part of the combo to almost double up on the finishers. That doesn't cancel it. That's good. What is going on with all this? This is blue lyrium from Dragon Age? Getting them. What did we get here? Healing bracelets. Every piece I've gotten so far is not a piece that even shows up on your character outside of his boots. All right. I don't know why it has that glossy texture finish to them. Makes it look kind of ARR and Heaven's Ward-ish. Weird. Many swords incoming. Is the fuel they were using Garlemald for heating and so forth? Ah, it's that the cerulean stuff. Yeah. Makes sense. It is blue. That cerulean fuel stuff. Okay. I mean, it's just a form. I mean, it could be blue lyrium. Whatever. Monk.
You underestimate me.
Where are we going? Okay. It's also on fire. What? It is also on fire. Oh, I missed one. Damn. All right. It's quite the vista. Oh, wrong button again. And Paladin can probably AoE tank full pulls now ridiculously. The combination of the added DR and full blocking. This is pretty strong, although it doesn't matter a whole lot. Not that any of the wall pulls are like really vicious. Oh, wrong button. This wall pull would be kind of spicy. All the way down here with all these little ads too. All right. What the hell is the final boss going to be? Oh, sure, that might as well happen. It's the Eye of Sauron. Okay.
All shall cower before the might of Archfiend Kanyetso!
I'll take things I was not expecting at all for 1,000, please. What the hell? He's Italian? Hey, he's Cognazzo! What the heck? Yeah. Okay. That Final Fantasy IV remixed music, because a lot of the stuff is Final Fantasy IV themed. Is this guy in a different... Is he from a previous game? Yes, he is. Oh, he's from many of them? He's from OG Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy IV The After Years, Final Fantasy Dimensions 2. He's also in Dissidia. He's in a bunch of things. Oh, he was the his art, his pixel art, he's the crab. He's like he had like the crab shell. He was on his feet. He's not in the crab shell right now. Endwalker, yeah, very final. Oh, it's all final. Yeah, all the fiends are from 4 as well, yeah. One of Golbez's elemental archfiends, the Drowned King, Archfiend of Water. Well, okay then. Let's friggin' go. So the gate really was here. No doubt it is here to guard the gate. Is a gate? Oh, this is the gate. The Eye of Sauron.
I've been waiting so long. Don't disappoint. Brace yourselves.
He is just kind of Italian. Yeah, big AoE.
I bring my all to bear.
Antediluvian. Is he gonna turn into the crab? That'd be cool. I don't know what he's doing. He's making bubbles. The biggest one's gonna blow up first. Yes. Oh, they splash down. Knockback? Yep.
Let's give them a show.
Drink deep of blackest terror.
He's Ruby Weapon? There's also that oh, he goes into his shell. He's doing the thing. I also misjudged. I got a vuln.
I wonder how you'll taste.
Divine Veil. I wonder how you'll taste. Excuse me, sir? Sorry, Alphino. I'll back him up.
So whet the appetite.
Cursed Tide. This is not AoE. It's Ifrit? Hello? Here's some flotsam. Dude, I'm loving the Final Fantasy IV remix song. It's so good. Kind of a waste Goring Blade here, but like I have to cool down for timing.
No more games.
They
Be swallowed by the time.
Back up, friends! Should have waited to see where they stopped moving.
That's not right.
Darkness, take you!
Should have waited.
How do you like this?
Void Cleaver? Ouch. Alpha, no, we need some... Stretch. Oh. Oh, it's freaking Warrior of Light? Ooh. That's light Warrior of Light there. A little bit anyway.
That's far enough.
It's like baiting the Bahamut breaths or whatever.
Good. A fitting finale.
It's funny they still made him do the crab thing.
Darkness,
Let's give him a show.
Whoop.
Why are you still alive?
Stygian Deluge. Oh, I could have Divine Veil. Oh, Divine Veil now.
I have you now.
This is the bubbles. I'm gonna follow the NPC. Oh, they're going. Oh, I guess it was double middle. Then outside, and then knockback immune. Can't knockback immune that? Oh. It was not much of a knockback, but I still got knocked back even though I put up my immunity. Unless I didn't do it in time. Maybe that before the cast time messed it up. His claws are crazy. His voice is also pretty crazy. There you go. Okay. Are we gonna zuck him up into a crystal? Does Zero have one of the big purple crystals on her? Ah, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry. Male of Fending. Okay, this is the tank gear. Yeah, it does have that ARR Heavensward shine to it. I don't know if I like it very much. Makes it look like it's older armor. It's obviously very Voidsent themed. I'll have to see the whole set together because the fake shine on the plate mail on this makes it just look like it's the older armor. I've never seen a Voidsent with such command over water. That they could open so large a gate is troubling. I feel your presence, sister. Where are you? It is a weird shape. Almost like a dragon head and wings, like roared through. I don't know.
So goes yet another archfiend.
We had no idea he was even here. Well, that was a challenge. Alfie? Alfie? I gotta walk away and then walk back? Why do you suppose they chose here for their lair? What a model, though. Look at this guy. I guess, yeah, when you look at it sideways, he does kind of have the shelled back based on the old art. Look at that model, though. Yeah, Void Arc recolor, Christoph? Maybe. I'd have to look at the Void Arc armor as well. All right, well, you'll be a thumbnail eventually. Cutscene, cutscene.
Tell me one thing, Cagnazzo.
Oh gosh.
A dragon of our world crossed over into yours long ago, but I have felt her presence here again. What is the meaning of this?
I dare say what you felt was this.
I don't like how his teeth wiggle when he talks.
By
Oh.
the sisters. You... What have you done to Azdaja?
If you want answers, you'll have to get them from Lord Golbez.
In 2 patches from now.
Assuming you've the strength to face him.
Ugh.
A pity I will not see the plan to fruition, but my part is done, and to fight with the thrill of battle in my heart makes it all the more worthwhile.
No! Wait! Where is she? Where is my sister?
At long last, I go to join the great flow.
Well, we have her eyeball now. Lovely. Ugh. All right, bye then.
By the gates closing, there can be no doubt that he was the one who opened it.
Azdaja, I prayed we might meet once more.
She is likely still in the void. Take heart. We will find her yet.
So what now?
While you discuss how to proceed with your search, I would excuse myself to look around. There may be salvage that we could use at the camp.
In that case, I'll patrol the area for more voidsent.
Good. Yeah, that's what I was doing in real life.
Very well. Let us take a moment to consider our options.
The Omega music? Oh, it's like that, just the contemplative music. It's used a lot. Why does he look so defeated? We are closer to finding his sister, are we not? He's holding one of her eyeballs, Zero!
If they should go as far as to use Azdaja's eye as bait, what could they be after?
Oh, Azdaja. How long has it been since Vritra has seen his sister? Been like 1,000 years, something ridiculous? Some stupid long dragon long time? So we've discovered the source of the voidsent outbreak in Garlemald. A gate forced open from the void. Sorry?
A gate forced open from the void.
The barrier between our worlds is especially thin here, I suspect. Elsewhere, I see little reason why the Reapers chose to live in such an inhospitable place. Cross his arms emoji.
Even if the conditions are ideal, we're talking about the gate that could pass an archfiend. Opening one so large could not have been easy.
In the age of Alag, Emperor Zande created an enormous portal using a prodigious amount of ether harnessed by the Crystal Tower. In theory, a similar feat could be possible from within the void. One need but have the requisite amount of ether, such as that harbored by a great worm's eye. And its ether is indeed greatly diminished. Yeah, well, that's what happens. In Bay's vision, Golbez let his archfiend feed upon Azdaja's ether. If he has also taken an eye to open this gate... Sorry, that was Estinian dialogue? I was distracted by the story? Does not bode well, I know. Nevertheless, we must remain hopeful and continue our search. What I find curious is why our foes choose to strike now, some 5,000 years after Azdaja vanished into the void. Okay, a little longer than I thought. Oh, only 5,000 years. No big deal. Just, you know. Sure. And while their overarching plan remains a mystery, what exactly is a cognazo? It's like cognajo. I can't pronounce it again. Part in that he had finished. He was probably, I don't know, making a portal down here, zucking up some fuel. I don't know. Feeding, getting swole. Is quite swole if he couldn't tell. And now enter Lapis Manalis with a party of NPC avatars. If Cognacio's intent was for his parting words to give us pause, then he has succeeded. To embrace death, to find satisfaction in oblivion, perhaps it is indeed true that many voidsent yearn to return to the life stream. Why does he look so defeated? We are closer to finding his sister, are we not?
The eye explains how they managed to cross over. We still don't know why they chose this time and this place for an incursion.
That's true. Well, that was the new dungeon. I'm sure now we have a backtracking exploration section ahead of us, as a Dragon's Resolve will be the next quest. That'll be the next chunk. We'll work on that tomorrow / next week, whenever these are in VOD form, or if you're watching live. Playlists down below, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Why indeed? Alrighty. That's pretty on pace for the stream today. Let me just name this file real quick. Whoops. I guess part 2 had the solo duty in it. And part 1 was just talking. Very cool. All right, well, I'm gonna leave my character here because we are good on time today. Just pretty good on time. We'll pick up right back here tomorrow. There are, I believe, 4 more quests remaining. Yes, there are 4 more quests. I guess 5. There are 5 quests remaining. 4 in the main MSQ line that lead into the trial for this patch, as well as there'll be another post discussion with that little voidsent blob, I imagine, again. And we'll be able to do that one as well tomorrow, which is sort of it's going to be more story about more of the Archfiend's backstory stuff that happened forever ago before they became Golbez's Archfiends. We did that one before as well. So we'll do that tomorrow. And that should definitely get us through all the MSQ. And then again, Friday will be the Alliance Raid quest series into the Alliance Raid. And then that won't be the whole stream. We'll probably have time to do Tataro's Grand Endeavor or Adventure or whatever the hell it's called. I think it's Grand Endeavor. Oh, shit. That was weird. Well, I'll have to fix that. My room partition just fell over. My studio room partition. Okay, it's good. We're still good. Hello, Gorek. Hello. Welcome. I just knocked over. Good grief. I'm just gonna log out right here. Yep. There we go. Let me transition the music over. Whoop. There we go. Gorek, you're tuning in at the very end of the stream. How is work, sir? I'm assuming you are just showing up post work stuff. Let me get my strange science book. Okay. And see, my camera is still a little bit... That's the wall right there. It's weird. Okay. Gorek, what should we read about today on the way out? That's a long one. Let's see. What should we read about? Okay. What are we about? Lightning strikes? Read about horses? Why horses? Do I have anything about horses in here? Is there a table of context in the back that I can look at all the names? Maybe there's something about horses for Gorek. There is. Look at that. There is a huge index in the back here. Let's see. It's all in alphabetical order. Is there any science facts about horses for Gorek? Let's see. Hockey science, Hollywood physics, how color vision works, how to make a mummy, how soap is made. Nothing about horses, sir. Nothing about horses. So instead, we'll read about Amazing Amber, which is about fossils. How's that for a trade-off? What are we about? Dinosaur fossils? We'll do that. Okay. Don't forget, these videos live don't get a lot of views, so the like button is super helpful. Mostly because of like spoilers and stuff, which is why I record them in chunks. And then in some weeks from now, I'll just start posting them on the weekends, just so people can already have, if they already went past the spoiler window. All right, so we'll read about Amazing Amber. Amber has been valued as a precious gem since ancient times, but today jewelers have to fight off paleontologists to get their hands on the precious gems. Because of how it is formed, amber droplets can hold a wealth of information for paleontologists. Amber starts out as tree resin. When exposed to air, tree resin usually dries up and crumbles. If the resin is protected from the oxygen, however, like it is if it's buried under clay and silt, it will, over millions of years, fossilize into amber. Before it hardens, the sticky resin sometimes traps bits of the environment. Feathers, animal hairs, plants, and insects become fossilized along with the resin. Called inclusions, these remnants of ancient life, so fragile that they might not leave a fossil trace, are perfectly preserved inside bulbs of amber. Fast forward to the 1800s when clay was mined in, is it Sayreville, New Jersey. Large pits were dug to harvest the clay and amber was then found. But serious interest in Sayreville's amber didn't take off until the early 1990s, almost 200 years later. Okay. when a fossil hunter dug into an abandoned pit and discovered amber that held an insect. While New Jersey didn't have the largest deposits of amber in the United States, it was the only substantial North American deposit that date back to the Cretaceous period, which is roughly 65 to 135 million with an M years ago. That time, dinosaurs were still around, and flowering plants and modern insects began to emerge. Revel's amber and its inclusions in the amber contained perfectly preserved specimens of life from the Cretaceous period. Paleontologists have found New Jersey amber with inclusions that date back as far as 95 million years, and discovered more than 100 species of insects and plants trapped inside the petrified resin. More than 100? Damn. So, Revel's amber has housed the world's oldest ant, the first proof that ants lived during the Cretaceous period, mosquitoes with a mouth tongue tough enough to bite a dinosaur's skin, mushroom, which is called, I'm not even going to try, Archaeomoramius legeti, which is roughly 90 to 94 million years old, and the oldest bee, Trigona prisca, I guess. It flew for the last time between 65 to 80 million years ago. Not the bees! Yes. The oldest bee, somewhere between 65 and 80 million years ago. Look at that. There you go. Dinosaur resin. Well, not dinosaurs and those, but insects and things. All right, I gotta go fix my studio because I knocked down my room partition and it fell into my other desk. So that's not gonna cause problems. I'll be back here tomorrow with the second chunk into the trial for the Final Fantasy XIV Patch 6.3 MSQ. So thank you for being here. Remember to tip your waitress on the way out, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. Have a great morning. Whatever comes first. See you tomorrow.